All right, so this is Saint Matthew 6 verse 19. Lay not up yourselves treasure upon earth, where moth and rust do it corrupt, and where thieves break in and steal. First off, I have to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashmakar, Kodash. Double honors, to the apostles, Great Stone. Shalom to you, brothers out there. I push this truth. You sisters that believe. Right, shalom to the hopeful elect. Right, and to the third that shall be delivered. Right, this here is a exhortation, video concerning, faith and so much more the time that we're living in. We see these prophecies popping off left, right, center, right, and where our minds are supposed to be, in times like these. No more than ever, you should not be worrying about things concerning the flesh. And when I say things concerning the flesh, I mean like your day-to-day lives, day-to-day regular lives, right? Not concerning this truth, right? As we draw closer to that day, where our lives supposed to be even more surrounding, this truth of the Lord, growing around it, like you're hugging it, or like water slowly filling a jug, you're supposed to be, filling yourself with the spirit, grasping this truth the moment we go to that day, and brothers might be out here, maybe have a little thing here or two, but we gotta try not to hold on to those things, because they can cause it to go off, right? They can cause you to lose this truth, because a lot, you're saving up, whatever you have, whether your goods, whether money or whatever, you don't want to hold on to that, right? We got to remember that there is something better than that, what we're striving for. There's something better than everything here that we're striving for, right? Which is what the Lord promised us, right? And they continue, say, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do it corrupt, and thieves, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart also be. There your heart be also. Sorry, right? So you don't want a situation where you're trying to make it here, and you're saving up some money or whatever, and you get lost in that. You want to continue on that path, letting go of everything here and holding on to what the Lord promised us, right? You see men like Alize, or whatever the hell he want to call himself, or we call him Alize or whatever. Him, see, there's dirt coming out on him and things that he be doing, to get money, right? And things like warmongering, right? With his own wife, allegedly, and that's low of low, right? That's crazy, and you don't want that spirit come on your way, so you start be desperate, to get things done. You have to, first of all, you have to, believe that whatever takes place in this life, right, is the Lord is the one who's in control, and whatever things you may go through in your life, is the Lord is the one who directing that path, right? And doing everything else apart from exercising faith, right, won't help you, because at the end of the day, the Lord is the one who's in control, and we need to remember that, right, in all cases, right? And as I was saying before, so much more, you should be looking forward to the kingdom rather than whatever this place has to offer. And I can attest that it is easy, to get carried away, in the imagination of this world, right, in the flashing lights, and whatever possibilities we might conjure up in our minds. And even your day-to-day life can sometimes you can be something can be absorbed into it, and you find yourself, just straying a bit, or being complacent. But we got to check ourselves daily, as the scripture had said, right? Examine thyself, right? Whether they will be in the truth, knowing that thy own selves, right? We got to examine ourselves, and it's not something you can do by yourself, right? You have to pray for that spirit, for the Lord to put that spirit on you, to help you to let go, right? To be free, free of these bonds, right? And to focus on what is His, right? It's this precept that I like, Second Ezra, so I'm just going to bring it out. Where can I? Oh, here we go. All right, it's Second Ezra. Yeah, this I like this precept 14 and verse 14. It said, let go of the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off the weak nature, right? Cast off the burdens of man, like how you're gonna survive, how you're gonna build yourself in this empire, how you're gonna become this significant person, right? All that, how you're gonna pay your bills, take care of yourself, all that is a burden of man, right? All those are mortal thoughts, right? We have to have immortal thoughts, right? Immortal thoughts in the sense of knowing that whatever happens here, right, is the Lord's doing, and knowing that the Lord, have our best interests at heart at all times, right? Immortal thoughts, knowing who we are, right? As we're being a hopeful elect, knowing who we are, right, and what we mean to the Lord, right, and the fact that the Lord gave us this knowledge and this truth. We're supposed to be, giving thanks, right? And we set apart from these other regular people, who think that life, surround them and what they do, right? We understand that, what's happening is from above, right? And the Lord put us here and gave us this knowledge, and it's a blessing, right? To know, it's a blessing to have this hope. Let me put it that way, because most of these people have hope in the things that they can see. As I said, the money that they save, the house that they build, their woman or whatever, that's where they have their hope, right? And that's all they can think about. That's all they can. That's what makes them survive. The difference is with us is when this thing comes down, seeing that our hope is in this thing coming down, right, and the Lord delivering us. When it happens, it won't affect us like that, right? Because we would have been already expecting and wanting it to happen, so that we can be delivered and move over to a better life. Because a lot of people out here might think there's no better life here, right? Look at Alize. He was talking about 1,000 more years here. He's crazy, right? He's crazy, and because he was living a certain where he was somewhat comfortable, extorting brothers and whatever, so maybe whatever. But we do have 1,000 more years here, right? If you've been following prophecies, you'd never ever come up with that analogy in your head, right? And even if you were not following the prophecies, right, just look around you. You think life as it is can continue for another 1,000 years right here as like this? Hey, we would all be destroyed on this earth, whether poisoned to death, burnt, sicknesses, wars, famine. It could not, cannot, and will not last as is. There will be divine intervention. The Lord will come, deliver his chosen, set up back, set his kingdom up, and then life will continue on this planet. Outside of that, it's not going to happen. It's not going to work, right? It's not going to work. Let me continue. He said, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste to flee from these times, right? So it's not a time to be worrying about, how we're going to, hey, don't get me wrong, right? We're here and we have things to do. We have bills to pay. We have, our kids to feed and whatever. So I get that, right? But you gotta try to focus in, right, on what the Lord promised, right? That He's gonna deliver us from this hellhole. The fact that we have to be here thinking and stressing about these bills and whatever we have to do, right? That is another reason why this is a hellhole, right? what the Lord promised us, we're not going to be thinking about these things. We're not going to have those things to worry about. Right? So, flee from these times. Because the days are waxing eviler and eviler. Right? It's getting worse and it's getting worse. Right? And it's not going to get any better, until we are, in those chariots. That's the only time it's going to get better, because we're going to be here for Jacob's trouble, right? We're going to be here for the hour of temptation, right? We're going to be here, right? And it's not going to get any better until we get delivered. Let me finish this. It says, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. Evil, hey, this planet is going to be overtaken by evil, and the only thing that you're going to have to anchor you, right, is this truth. And it is the only thing you're gonna have to anchor you. No amount of riches or women or whatever it might be, it won't be enough. It will not be enough. Let me just grab this real quick. All right, this is Isaiah 33 verse 6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. And that's what's going to keep us, right? Wisdom and knowledge, right? Hope and faith. That's what's going to keep us, right? The scripture says the fear of the Lord is his treasure. And because we fear the Lord, we believe and we have hope that whatever he says he's going to do, right, which is deliver on the promise. And that there will be our strength, the strength of our salvation. Right? That's going to be the strength of our salvation. So when all this chaos is happening, is going down, that will be our strength, knowing that the Lord said there will be chaos and then we will be delivered. Right? And it's quite the opposite for everyone else, because they're going to see the chaos and they're going to lose it, because they're thinking that the Lord is here to bring peace, right? And they're going to lose it, because everything that they've hoped for, they're going to see it burn before their eyes, right? And it's going to cause people to go crazy. I see there's this meme I was talking about where it's showing the end time events and whatever. And the people in the churches run into the bars because they say, oh no, God, there must be no God. And the people in the bars run into the churches because they're saying, oh, there must be a God. But it's just to show the confusion that's going to be taking place. Even Albert Pike, I think it's Albert Pike, that Satanist dude that was saying that, the calamity is going to come. It's going to make a lot of people renounce God. I think it was him that said it. I don't remember. Don't quote me on it, but I think it was him that said that. But hey, it's just another exhortation video. Just to remind brothers, where your headspace need to be. I think I might do a part 2 on it. But until then, shalom.